Hi guys, this is going to be a SOMA Any percent tutorial. Uh, it's going to be newest strats up to November 3rd, 2015. I'm going to be running or showing you the game in the dev mode, or like the dev version. You can quickly see all my settings right here. Um, these are, except for God mode. Let's pause the game. Okay. These are some pretty good settings that I use. I'll go through them kind of slowly so you can see them. One of the important ones to not have checked is script debug. That'll mess you up if you're trying to practice. There's a lot of neat stuff in here for practicing, but those are my settings. So I loaded the first map. Um, this is where we're at. Click the phone. I'm just speeding through because we don't need to sit through this. You'll sit through it plenty of times. Okay, so come over here. Open that up. Open that up. You can open them up pretty minimally. There's boxes on the outsides of each that the doors have to interact with in order to spawn the tracer fluid here. But here it is. The tracer fluid will always spawn in the last location that you looked. I guess in case backups, I'll show you. The tracer fluid will spawn around right here in this cabinet if you mess up, or it'll spawn in here on, I think, this shelf. But yeah, once you grabbed it, you started drinking it, and you should be spam clicking on the door. That'll bring you into the next map. Which this one is an auto scroller, but when the phone pops up, spam right click. It's about right now. If you spam right click, it'll just cancel it immediately and you can continue. Alright, so during this transition right here, you want to hold forward because you can end up right next to where you need to be. We want to be right here. So if you held straight, you would have run straight to it. And you'll enter the code. It's always the same. 2501. And open the door.
That's amazing.
Open this one. There's a box that's like straight up, I believe. Close enough. I just jump into the trigger because it's easier to hit.
Didn't hear you come in.
But yeah, talk to him. Make sure you do not click him because that will cost you a lot of time, but go click the chair, sit through this dialogue. Everything is very normal so far. We'll start getting into glitches in the next map. This is basically all just a prologue, and you'll see it many, many times. So if you're running on 1.0, which you should be, you can hold forward and get out of the chair early, rather than waiting for it to raise up. As soon as you come out of the chair, pull this switch, break this glass, jump out of the window. You saw there was a like a preload that I hit there, and you can see in the top left, because I have map info on, that it's preloading. The trigger is like on the outside of this this windowsill. You can also fall down and there's no problems. You want to hit that because that's going to allow us to leave the vent coming up. So this next glitch is called a prop hover. You want to grab the chair over here, place it around here-ish, jump on it, and get on it around an angle. You're wanting the back to face up there. So double click and jump. It's that simple. Move forward so that like the middle of the chair is like past that white line on the ground. You can back up a little bit, and the chair will have no problems getting up. You can do the clip with the chair facing this way, it is faster and easier if you have it facing this way, and you don't want it all the way up against the ground if possible, but just run into the chair and click and you should pop out. If you the trick to this is you want to make sure you're inside of the chair when you click again. Basically what's happening here is you're getting yourself stuck between the prop and the wall. And when you enable the collision on the prop by clicking again, the same thing as you do with the prop hover down there, it pushes you through. And we're going to use these two strats throughout the rest of the run. This is all solid. There's a small ledge over here that I'm pointing at that you want to land on. It's easier if you keep your momentum here too. These also have collision, you want to avoid them and that. So you land here, and bam. Don't worry about taking damage there. It's not a big deal. Jump up these stairs. You can see mostly here. I'm walking up them really slow. So just jump over this, jump up this. It's way faster. So click this, and you will open the vent.
What was that?
Click the vent, click that, and hold back. Holding back is very important. And get around here, you don't want to be too close to that because there's a trigger that'll make you not be able to like jump. So once you're around here and it's loaded the next map, run straight to this and jump on it. I'm going to show you with physics debug so you know what we're doing. The pink are the collision boxes, and you may be able to see it there. If not, you can probably see it when you're doing this. There's a little box on the left that we're going to jump on, but there's a box on the right that we need to avoid. So I use this red light over here kind of as a setup. You want to aim around here. I think I've noticed that aiming a little bit to the left of it is a little more consistent. But if you run forward and basically spam jump, you should get another jump, and then turn to the right, and you'll get on top of here. So just come up here. In order to prevent yourself from getting stuck, there's a little bit of a like an elevated platform right here. Jump off of that and you'll get up. If you don't, it's not a big deal. But if you jump too early, you can get stuck and all that. What we want to do here is land on top of this rail. There's an invisible platform you can see there. You want to land on top of that and not take damage. It's not the biggest deal if you do, because we have a backup strat that I'll also show you. But try to land on that so you don't take damage. Grab this chair, put it around here, jump on the center and grab it about in the top back, and double click for a prop hover. You want to face this way and jump. I scroll 3 times towards me, so scroll down, jump, and hold forward, and you should start getting a quick ascension. Once you have that quick ascension, which is a somewhat advanced technique, you can just do a normal prop hover and jump up like you did in the first room. You want to scroll out and look forward a little bit. You might want to scroll out twice and hold sprint here. Don't hold sprint when you're doing the first prop quick ascension. So here, you want to crouch to lose height. You don't want to take damage if possible. And you want to click this. I don't think there's really anything that you need to know other than here, let's enable the camera. So there is collision around there that you want to avoid, and there's also this that you can collide with. So what you just want to do is make sure you go over and land around here. It's faster if you come over here as well. So let's go out of spectator mode. So yes, turn this on. The code is always the same. You're calling lambda 2203. Okay. I'm gonna try to not say anything for a second. There's an audio cue for when you don't have to move your mouse. So as soon as you hear it going like wow, like there's a noticeable difference in sound. You'll start to learn it after doing a few runs. Just stop moving your mouse. That. So you'll have to sit through this. There's nothing special. Do whatever you want to here. Try not to be too far on the back right about where we're gonna pick this prop up. Because I've noticed that like sometimes you like mess up the prop and it like disappears or something. So don't do that. We're gonna be using this prop right here to do a prop hover. You double click, aim upwards, and just walk out. You don't want to aim too far up or you fall, but just do a little bit of like circling around in order to gain enough height to get over some invisible walls that are right there. That rock and the rock to the right are good indicators of when you're above the invisible wall. I think I'm gonna hit it. No, I'm just over it. So yeah, about where I'm at is the height of the invisible wall, and just make sure you're over that. I'm gonna be showing you guys the new strat that came out like yesterday. Head between these and go over this mountain and aim slightly left. You'll start to learn where you need to go pretty quickly, and just head about straight here. You see those lights down there? That's kind of telling you like you're heading the right way. Might want to aim a little right. They're pretty clear indicators of where you need to be. You see the lights in the top right? That's letting you know you're at the right mountain. You want to fall down. I like to re-grab so I don't end up hitting it on my way down. This is the mountain that we want to be on in order to hit a preload trigger for the next map. Indicators are this glowy thing over there, like the glowy building. And over to the right there is a light post. In physics debug we can see triggers. Right here you see there's a pretty big trigger, like that black line is part of the height. You want to hit that trigger to preload the next map. Your indicators for where to be. There's this edge right there and that edge right there. You want to be pretty far down in the middle of that. So I hit it. You turn directly around. You run this way and go to the transport station. You can try hovering here if you want, but I don't bother. This next thing we're going to do is a prop clip. I like to crouch and grab it not directly at the top, but a little farther down, probably like 1 to 2/5 of the way down. You grab and press R to pull it towards you. You back up all the way to the prop, or the prop all the way against there, and angle down a bit. Actually, I'm aiming all the way down, and make sure that the prop is basically parallel against this wall, and you're going to Here, let's go over the inputs for a second. So you're going to click, press R, and I'm holding the left click button to hold on to it. You release and click again. That's what we're going to do here. And you make sure to keep holding on to this object. So grab it about there, press R, look down, release and hold on. Sometimes it's a little hard to get this. There is an easier strat I will be showing you guys. But what you want to do is keep holding on to the object and like bring it as close to the door as possible. If you want, you can scroll towards you, but that might not always be the best idea. So just like pull it towards the door and walk back so that it stays within the trigger. I guess I'll explain the trigger as well. We're trying to preserve that piece of sheet metal, and by doing that, it needs to be within a trigger that is right outside of these walls. Let's see. The camera sometimes is way out of bounds, so just teleport to player. Okay, so we're gonna be out here. There is a trigger on the outside. You see this like pink square? We want the prop, which is inside the trigger currently, to just be in contact with it, and that will preserve it through the loading screen. The easier strat, if you don't want to do this clip and try to make sure that it's in the correct spot, you can do this puzzle normally. It's a bit slower, but maybe it'll be more consistent for you. So open the door. You can use this to like quickly push it whichever way you need to. And what I've found, even though I don't use the strat very much, the backup strat, or the easier strat, you want to push this as far against this as possible. Jump and crouch over it. So this should persist through the next map load. I'm going to make a quick save just in case it doesn't. And you click this. This part's a little bit complex, which is why I'm showing you, or I'm going into so much detail. So this next map is now loaded. What you want to do is come over here, get like basically right up against it, and grab this object on the left top side around where I'm grabbing it. Do not press R, do not pull it towards you, nothing. Just grab it and look straight. Don't angle it at anything. Just look straight and press and click. You see I'm still holding on to it, but I don't need to because we're done with that. The object did persist, which is good. So I'm going to show you both of the ways to do this. Let's make a quick save. If the object did not persist, you wasted probably about 20-25 seconds out there hitting the preload trigger. So what you'll want to do is the old strat, just by running on top of these. Count 1, 2, 3. And on this third one, that is actually nothing, like there's no collision there, but there are triggers on the left and right side that you want to hit in order to start the event that you would have activated by doing this puzzle. But we don't want to do that because that is slow, about 30 seconds slower. So we're going to do the prop hover strat. It ate my jump input. Okay, there we go. So you want to come over here. Don't freak out. The prop didn't disappear. If you're back here, it just like doesn't render. So do the prop hover just like normal. Stand on top of it. Double click, and head this way. you want to go straight from here. Don't angle too far down because this prop can fall. I am just going to speed this section up. There's nothing special, I'm just running straight. It's a pretty long run. Alright, so what we want to do is get here. You don't want to have gained as much height as I have, but if you did, it's not a big deal. You can either land on that pipe and try to get on that small platform. You see the little like black part that's on the bottom of this. You can do that, or you can use the prop to get on and then click the ladder. Using the prop is way easier and more consistent. You want to do that. So, swipe your Omni tool, and you skipped a lot of stuff, including taking damage. So that'll make this next section a little quicker. I'm going over this a little fast as well, and I do realize that. So if I'm going over it too fast, you can look at my old video, and it'll have outdated strats, but I went over everything very, very slowly. So if you want to be really fast here, I sped through it, but you can be up here, and as that's falling, you can jump and grab the ladder. Grabbing ladders will grab the ladder at whatever height you are. So if you jump and you're at a higher, I guess, Z coordinate, you'll grab the ladder higher, which saves a little bit of time. So we want to come over here and jump on top of this object, face the other way. It's way easier to grab onto this object near the top, and do a prop hover. You should already know how to do that by now. So there are two ways to do this. You can just look straight down and jump. Follow the path that I'm following. I guess I'll explain it a little bit, since this can be a little confusing. Basically, you see this pipe. If it's straight, you're heading the right way. If you want to take the quickest route, you probably want to aim slightly left from this pipe. If you need to gain height really quickly, I don't know if anybody has timed if it actually loses time due to what's it called? Yeah, you might have to go around that. But you can angle up a little bit and you'll gain height really, really quickly. But I'm not sure if your forward momentum is killed at all. But yeah, just keep going. You see those lights and the pipe going straight? That means you're going the correct way still. Angle a little left because I was too far right there. I think I don't quite have enough height, so I'm going to angle up a little. This mountain is actually not collidable, but this part right here is, I think. Oh no, not quite. It's this next part right here. This is collidable. So I want a little more height than the top of that mountain. Just a little bit. So I'm going to jump a little bit, and I angled up a little. Okay, you can see the holes on the right. That's how I know I have enough height, because I'm going to go into the one over here. In this corner right here, no matter how high you are, you can just hold right, and you will get on here. If you're too far on that side, and you're not at the proper height, you will fall, because there's nothing for you to really land on. If you want, you can go around and there's a door on that side that you can open, but this is faster. You want to run right into this corner, and you will load Curie inside. All of this has been very simple so far. It's been just a couple clips, some prop hovers, And that's going to be how it is for the most of the run. Omicron is the only one that's like really intense. Okay, but when you load this map, you can move, so hold forward and try to come over here. Be basically right up against this wall. Grab the prop on the top left, like middle, around right here. I don't think you want to grab it too low, and too high I think is better, but you want to grab it around here, I believe. Don't press R, just move it over. Bring it to about where it is now. Click and unclick. Of course I messed it up, so I'm going to reload the map to try it again. Maybe I should be a little farther back, honestly. So come back over here. Yeah, I think that was the issue. Don't be like right up against it. I'm about at this yellow line, and I think that should be good. Yeah. So you don't have to move anything, just click and unclick, and you will be pushed off to the left. It's the same type of clip as we did in Transport Station, the one where we did a long prop hover with the sheet metal. Same exact idea. So spin this. You can get up here, throw that because you want to. Jump, and you can gain a little bit more height on the ladder. You can jump before you can actually interact with it, which is where you gain your time. Okay, so I'm going to show you the safer strat here. If you want, you can be really fast and go through this door, but you're going to activate the Curie monster. The Curie monster will sometimes kill your run just due to RNG. He can teleport up the stairs and follow you all the way to the next sequence, and you will be fighting 2 Curie monsters, which good luck. So you can just avoid that by coming around here and going through this door. So what you want to do here, it's a really simple setup. You kick this chair out of the way, just running straight into it. Try not to move this chair. Grab the chair about on like the back side of the part where you place your butt. Grab it. Press R and push forward. You want the chair to be flat, about how it is on my screen. Run over here. Place it against this wall. You sprint up towards the wall, and you want the back of the chair, where you place your back, to be up against the wall. Take your time with this, because this clip will really screw you over if you do not take your time. But it's the same as every other prop clip. One thing that will help you take your time is release the sprint button, the shift button. And you should get it a little more consistently, but I'm still holding on to the prop. You release and let go and you'll clip through. I got it. If I had held forward, I would have probably clipped through that wall, but I'm going to show you if I can get over there. Here. Well, if you get on that side, you just need to try to force yourself onto this part. If you get forced out to that side of this wall, you clipped too far to the left. You want to clip more towards the right. Almost exactly where I clipped if possible, because you can just get pushed straight through this wall. If you get stuck here, just run straight into this corner. It's really simple. You get pushed out. So run up here, jump up the stairs. Open this door. There is a segmented strat using that box, but I highly recommend against using it. Jump up the stairs again. Jump over that. Pull these. This last one, don't worry about being as far back as you can with clicking it. Just run up and pull it. You get knocked back anyways. You're gonna go through a chase sequence here. You just gotta remember where to go. It's very easy. Jump down and go over the rail towards this way. If you get caught on the ceiling like I did, crouch. Run around all of these objects. They'll block you and cause you to lose them very small amount of time. And click to activate Catherine as quick as you can. Something fun you can do is either use this to basically break the door and get it to like get launched, or what I do because it's way more fun is clip through just by like doing a fire extinguisher clip. I'm not going to explain it because it's not important and it's not easy. We've kind of gotten rid of all fire extinguisher clips, but if you want, do about what I did. Grab it near the top, pull it into your body, click and unclick, and you'll be good. But yeah, just breaks the immersion. Something fun to do. Let's skip through this. Something very, very important to note. Do not move during the start of this next cutscene. There's an audio trigger that you want to listen to. When it says Delta Team Rescued, you can 100% move without any issues. But there are some there's some like water sounds that you can use for the trigger, or for when you can start moving. If you move before you'll take a lot of damage, like 30% from falling. I think it spawns you somewhere where it shouldn't. So yeah, you want to grab the Omni tool and open this door. The trigger to start the next sequence is by like interacting with it and trying to open it. You want to push the door out as far as you can. This will ensure that it always lands in the same location and won't land into the pit over there. There is a swag strat where you grab the door and make it land right next to you, but more often than not, it ends up landing inside the Curie. For me, at least. Maybe you can get the swag strats. Come grab the door. Let's see. Script debug. If you watch my speed, it's at like 4.1, 4.2. It's way lower when I'm holding onto the door at like 3.5. So what we're going to do is something called door juggling, or just prop juggling, I guess. When you are jumping, you have if you jump, your move speed is preserved no matter what you grab onto. So what you want to do is get this in the air, jump, and then grab it. Your move speed is preserved as if you weren't holding onto the door, and you want to scroll out so that the door is pushed farther forward, and rinse and repeat. Jump, grab, scroll out. Jump, grab, scroll out, release. Jump, grab, scroll out, release. Just keep doing that. Try not to let the door fall like that, or touch pretty much anything. It's a very glitchy door. Once you come over here, just like toss the door over this way. Yeah, it should land probably around over there. Supposedly, if it touches this rail, it'll disappear. So try to throw it more towards the right and not the left. If you were jumping, you cannot interact with this. Let's see. So try not to jump when you're coming up to this. And one reason why I jump a lot of times is because you get stuck on a lot of things on the ground. If you're jumping, you are less likely to get stuck. So click this, power it on, click 5, and go all the way to here. Well, you're going past this, but at this point, the next time you click it or hold on to it, you can move. You don't have to wait for it. So prop juggle. Activate this. Zeppelins, request transport. This is a little quick, so get a prop hover. It landed on an awful spot. Okay. Oh my god. Well, this is an awful example. But you prop hover with the door and get up to the Zeppelin. There's an invisible wall you need to get around, but crouch here, place it, and clip onto the Omni tool. You want to make sure you clip onto the Omni tool, because if you don't, you'll get like launched out. You won't die or anything. It does kind of like a funny glitch, but you'll lose time. So be on the right side of the Omni tool, and you should just get like pushed into it. So let's skip this. So after she's done talking, come over here and look at this. Wait for it to open and click that. And click the right side as it's opening. Jump through this hole. Jump over this and go on the right side. I'm not... Normally, this guy should be over here if you were fast enough. But he's probably over there. Yeah, because I spent some time explaining. What you want to do when you're over there is click him and block his path once, and then just let him go. So you can click him 3 times and he'll be over here. You want him to die as close to here as you can. So yeah, just jump over and grab his tool chip and place it there. This next part is a little tricky, but once you know what to do, and after probably 1 or 2 times of practice, you should get it every single time. I'm gonna make a quick save just in case I mess it up, which I haven't done in a while. Click this, pull this down, jump on the door, get a prop hover, and jump once, and then angle it up. That jump is very, very important. And you want to go around the zeppelin just like I did to get around the walls, like the high invisible walls. The thing you look for going the right way is that pipe to the left. You want to be above that pipe and just go perpendicular with the pipe. What you're trying to do is go as far into this map as you can without falling into the abyss. If you are too slow with the door, you'll fall into the abyss, and you don't want that. Follow the left path. There's this like ridge here. You're gonna jump up. I'm just doing some not so precise jumps. Do them however you want, but you are a little strapped for time, so try not to be too slow.
What? Oh, sorry.
Alright, so there's a tiny hole that you want to go through, right here,
It's clear that we're no longer
and then just go straight.
But then how can I feel like Simon? How can I feel like anything at all? I mean, technically, I don't have any ears, no mouth. Christ, that's a weird thing to think about. I mean, I'm making sounds.
We're going to start doing this puzzle before the zeppelin even lands, which is a pretty big time save. We're also going to set up for expediting the preload of the next map. Or expediting the load. Oops. So yeah, pull that off, turn that, pull it out, and turn it again. Push it in. Pull this. Alright, so now what we're going to do is use this door in order to block these from closing so that we can get out. There's this handle on the right that you want to be facing the right side of the door. So I'd like to place it there and grab it from this angle. There's a bit of an audio trigger that you can use for when you can place the door without it getting like pushed in and out.
Before you go, the artificial intelligence you mentioned in the escape vessel?
There. if you place it a little too early, it'll get pushed to either the left or the right, but you want it to be as flat against the wall as you can. It's a very consistent strat to make it stick. When she says "see you soon," you hopefully will be here and clicking the Omni tool. That is when it gets activated, so you can just jump up and click it. If you didn't get there when she said "see you soon," you lost a little bit of potential time. So jump over all these, try to make a straight path. See where it's at, placed basically against the door, fairly flat. It's very consistent and probably not super precise, but click this, turn around and jump out. And you should jump right back in as quick as you can. This can cause the door in the next map to like spawn oddly. You'll notice if it happens. Yep, it's pretty frequently a thing.
Anyone there?
You're gonna use this to prop hover
Well, Catherine, we found data.
over here. There's a quick ascension that I haven't really learned or used. Same thing as a prop in the first map. Or the chair. So yeah, the things to watch out for, the little squares you see on the left, they all have collision. You can come up here, there's a big hole for you to go up. Or you can do it right here. Go over here. If you're farther left, there's a hole that you can go down, or you can just turn the prop to the right. Here, let me make a quick save. Okay. I shouldn't fail this, but in case I do. If you go down to just the right height, which sometimes it's a little picky, you should get either land on here, I'll just do the landing strat. I've failed. I may have to, what's it called? I didn't get on top of it, and on the right and left there's no floor. So if you fall, you have to load your previous save. So try not to do that. Okay. So yeah, let's see if I can not mess up this time. Okay. When you land on here, there are preload triggers to the left and right. The right is a little bit faster, and you can actually hover to land into that. So yeah, you want to do that if possible. And this can be used to not get stuck within these holes. But if you're like me and just land up here most of the time, you might get stuck here. I'm gonna make a quick save. Okay. Try not to fall. I don't have much advice for not falling, but try not to like strafe around, or else you could get pushed out. Okay, so once the load finishes, there is a platform that we're gonna land on here. See? So come over here and jump around here and do a little bit of a circle jump. Circle jumping, I'll explain really quick, is basically just jump, hold forward, and move your camera. You maintain all forward momentum no matter where you're looking. So you want to basically jump around that and land on top of here. It's very hard to miss, so don't worry about it too much. You're basically just going to walk into that spot. Just come here and walk straight. Come up here. I'm pretty much only going over the current strats that would be used to get a world record. with a few minor things here and there. So if you want backup strats, I recommend checking the either my old any percent tutorial. Let's go ahead and speed through this. Either my old any percent tutorial, or go check out the STA thread for some of the old strats. Everything is pretty consistent in this this run, so shouldn't worry about it too much. Okay. At the end of this cutscene, make sure you're holding forward, because you can get or start getting out of this a little bit faster. See? This next clip is a little more dangerous, but once you get used to it, it can be pretty safe. I don't miss it very often anymore. Crouch under the doors, by the way. It might actually be one of the first doors in the game we've gone through. So yeah, get midway here. I'm gonna make a save just in case I do miss it. What you're doing is holding sprint, forward and right, and jumping. You want to look around here, and there's a tiny little platform that looks just like this on the outside that you want to land on. In order to ensure you don't fall, you probably want to rotate your camera, so you'll jump and then rotate it so that you land like pushed up against the corner. So I'm going to try to show you that. Okay. So yeah, this is the little ledge that you're on. Try to do a somewhat of a circle jump and send all your momentum into this corner so you don't fall. And you want to make sure you get near the corner before you jump, so that you don't like bonk your head on anything. But you need to jump here in order to get over a pit. So jump, and you should land over here. But make sure you're in that corner, and it'll be a bit more consistent. But go around here, jump on this ledge. You can go on the left side and jump up. It's a little bit easier than trying to jump up there. There's a lot of things you can get stuck on. I'm not going to be able to cover them all. So just experiment and try to jump kind of somewhat like I am. One of the things to note here, you want to jump from farther away, because you'll land on top of it. If you get stuck in there, it can be a bit of a pain. You're just going to have to move around. These suck to get stuck in. So go on the right, because there's another one to the left, I think. No, you can just get stuck on those. Go around that one. Jump over. Go around this. There's like a crazy circle jump to the left that you could do, but it's not worth. Just come up here. There is a wall that's right. I can't move any more forward because I'm against it. So we have to circle jump around here. It's not very hard, but if you fall, you have to start like way back there. So there. This is the wall that I was talking about. Okay. So this event right here, it's a similar clip back in bounds as the Theta exit entrance place. So land over here, turn around, and just run straight. You do not want to get clipped into this this vent. I haven't figured a way to get out of it, so don't do that. Do a prop hover on this, jump once, and run straight. Land on top of this, walk off, push that out of the way. Pull this down, and run straight through. I believe you can do that. There's somewhat of a like strategy called door diving, I think is what it is, where you basically keep your forward momentum, you crouch into the door, and you kind of like slide through it. It's just a little bit faster, so you want to try to do that if possible. In this next section, I'm going to show you both of the strats. One of them because it's here, let's speed this up. It's what I use and I find most consistent. And the other is because it might be faster. I'm not sure. This is the one that might be faster. So you want to grab the sheet metal near the top middle, basically right at the top. And I go around here. Be on the right side. Okay. Alright, so let's slow this down again. Jump on that, come around.
Where am I going? This isn't safe.
Crouch over. You can do some like crazy parkour jumps off of these, but I'm not showing you that. I haven't practiced doing that. The strat that I have for this, you want to be back up against the back right of this door. Angle the top of the prop on this like full ladder handle thing. Press R, angle down, and it should be angled about like this. Let's make a quick save. Okay, and I think if I click, I might make it. Yeah, I made it. So you just do a normal prop clip, and it'll push you through. One of the backup strats that I've had, if I grabbed it a little too close or something, you can tell just by the angle of the prop. You might want to scroll out once, but that's up to you. I also just noticed that that I overwrote my quick save. Actually, let's just restart this map. That'll be faster. So this is the route that I use, and it's at the very least comparable to that strat, with very minor time differences. So you jump up here, kind of use this shortcut. You grab this robot. When you're walking with it, you move very slow, so we're going to use the prop juggling that we learned when we did the door in Delta. So you scroll out, jump, scroll out, jump, grab, scroll out, blah blah blah. Okay. I'm messing it up a bit. You don't want, like when you're going over here, you don't want the robot to be fully pushed out because it falls a lot of the time. So don't do that. But you want to be prop juggling as much as you can without running into it like I just did. This is a little bit difficult of a strat, but when I'm in the zone I can do it. So yeah, the clip is way easier, which is why using this robot is way better for me. You just have the robot be right up against here, you walk into it, and you click. Sometimes it doesn't work, but most of the time it does. See? I think you'll just have to practice that. The robot juggling is kind of hard to do, but once you do it a couple times, you'll figure out what you're comfortable with, and when you think you can juggle it to gain the speed, and when you just want to walk with it slowly. If you want, you can just walk with it slowly the entire way as well. It's just a slower strat. Okay, this is going to be Omicron. It's a route that I came up with, and it's very fun, but boy is it fast-paced. I don't know why this load is taking so long for me, but okay, let's make sure. I don't want script. Okay, script debug is off. So, we're going to start off. You wait for the door to come up. You can crouch under it, or you can try to do a door dive if you're a boss. I don't know if there's enough room for it. You go into this door. You can come around here. Grab this box. Do not let this box touch these rails. Let's see if it'll happen with the other items too. Yep. See, it's just gone. Do not let this box touch this rail. Because you will have to do the backup strat of running all the way up and then grabbing a blue box over there. It's just not worth. So grab this box on the top middle. Press R once. Run around those. Do not touch them. And prop clip through this door. Same idea as what we did with the sheet metal right before transport station. Look straight down, be perpendicular with the door, and click. And of course I messed it up somehow. This is actually a very consistent strat. I don't know why I messed it up. But yeah, you'll clip through. It's very easy. You're gonna solve this puzzle really quick. The way I like to do it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you can count 1, however you want to do it. The quick way is, as that's coming out, you grab this and move it over there, and click this, grab, boom. Do another prop clip, which apparently I can't do when I'm making a tutorial. So, I'm going to mention it. This, you can quick ascend pretty easily when it is flipped over like this. The same thing we did with the chair in Upsilon, one of the first maps. You can quick ascend through these. If you're really good and have good aim, you'll have no problem, but if you don't, you will fall and take damage. So I'm not going to show the quick ascension. You basically just scroll into yourself a little bit and you'll gain height really quickly. But we're going to do it the slow way. So aim around where I'm at right now. And just go straight up. See? I'm a little bit better at aiming for it, so I might start going for the quick ascension, but not yet. So do this clip just as you did earlier. And this is a lean swipe. You lean all the way to the left and move your camera through the wall and click this. It may take a little practice. I'll go over it a little more since this isn't a speed run. So lean all the way to the left with Q and quickly move your camera through the wall by looking to the right. For some reason I can't get it. Could be because this door is blocking it. But yeah, that allows you to walk out this door a little quicker. As you're walking out, open it up again for later. Open this, open that, click open and close. You're going to go look through this and grab that. What I like to do is move it over here. You don't have to move it all the way over to the right. You can do it on the left too. This is just a habit I have. You want to make sure this is a little bit farther away than like right up against it because it's hard to grab. But you're basically wanting to make a straight line from like the camera to the structure gel, because that way you can click it. See, it's actually really easy as long as you're not super close or super to the right or anything. So you want to grab this as close to the middle as you can, but be careful because you'll have an interact with that. So grab it around here. You're trying to set up for a very quick clip here, rather than like setting it down, setting it up just like you would with the box. You just do this, which I missed. So I'll show you this too. Set it up just like the box and click. Open it up to grab it back. Set it up again and click. So this next part, grab this and face towards Ross, because Kappa Ross can shake the objects a lot, and it'll cause it to fall. So just come up here, ascend. If you want to do a quick ascension, be my guest. You want to make sure you're over that rail. If you fall at any point in time, you'll take a bunch of damage. You don't want that. Grab the top, clip through, just as you always do. This is going to take a little explaining. It's not that hard, but I'm going to get the clip before actually doing that section right there. So what you're doing is crouching and walking forward, slightly, like aiming to the left of this, and you should clip through. You may have to move your camera around a little bit, but it's not very hard. Yeah, just aim towards the left and walk forward. You shouldn't have any issues. So I'll go over that one more time, because I know some people do have difficulties with it. Come on, preloads. Or not preloads, just normal loads. Okay. One more time. So, crouch all the way in the corner. Aim towards the left. Don't aim towards the right. You don't get it. Aim towards the left. More towards this wall. It can be towards the corner, probably more towards this way. You'll just clip through. A little more towards the right than I was showing you. And you just walk forward, and it's super easy. Instead of loading, how about we teleport? Teleport out. The chick over here, you can just run into and grab this. She might catch me because I was fuddling around over here, but just walk into the corner and you should get it. You can also prop clip out if you want, but I don't recommend that. So once you're out of bounds, you fall on here, jump over this. There's a little thing that you can run into. Jump over it. Jump on the right side. Try to get on the top-ish around here. And there is an invisible platform right here. I went too far. Here, I'm just gonna fix that. If you fall there, you basically are screwed. But let's see. There's a little bit of a gap right here. I don't know if you can see it in the recording, but try not to land there. You want to land on this invisible platform, so probably aim a little far. But anyways, there's an invisible platform all the way along here, with a couple of things sticking up, so you want to jump over them. See, stuck on something. I think you can get, yeah. So like basically right in the middle of each of those, there's also a thing. What you're gonna do here is a somewhat difficult circle jump. So you're gonna want to run straight and go around that wall and land on top of there. I'm going to make a save, because if you fall here, I don't know if there's a recovery. Yep, and land up here. The spot you can land on is pretty far down, so it just kind of works out. It's really nice. So yeah, hopefully you've landed up here. You can come here, you jump, press forward, jump, press forward. There we go. You should be above this corner. There are two ways you can do this. One's a safe way, which you'll lose a little bit of time, but you circle jump in between this. Aim towards like the back one of these, I believe, is the right way. Yeah. And hold strafe left, and you should get up here. There is a big ledge right here that you want to land on. But yeah, you lose a small amount of time, like 1 or 2 seconds. But you know, maybe that matters to you. Ah, took damage. It's fine though. So if you want to be a boss, you circle jump and just land up there. If you fall down, there is a backup strat, but I will not be teaching you that. It involves like jumping on a bunch of those things. So you want to crouch and land on this first, or else you'll take damage from falling. Then land here. There is a light. See this light here? You're using this light right there that you can see to clip back in bounds. And then you click and talk to Catherine. Alright, so at this point we're going to do some trigger manipulations. Since we have collected everything up to this point, we could easily soft lock the game, but we don't want to do that. So do these in the exact order. Well, basically the biggest thing you want to do is click this, open this, and click to start this dialogue. Do not hit this trigger right there that is right in front of that door before you click him, because, or her I guess, because that'll soft lock the game. So after you've done that, click that, open this door, grab this chair, rotate it a little bit so that it'll be flat here, grab it in the top left, scroll all the way out, and place it so that it is sitting where the door will be stopped from hitting the top. Once you do that, you want to hit the triggers right there, and that will start the like chase sequence that's here. I don't even know if it's, yeah. But yeah, you hit these triggers and it like ends the chase sequence. And you want to come over here and put stuff in, what's her name? Raleigh?
Yeah.
I guess. But yeah, you start this,
This is crazy.
you put that in there, and if you're fast enough, you can grab this little box holder thing, open this up and grab that and throw it in there. You should have enough time to get back to this before losing any time.
Don't waste time, Simon. Activate the power suit already.
Also, one thing to note, although you have a bunch of time to set this up, you can go against the speaker and crouch and place it there if you really have difficulties. Anyways, so yeah, you set this up. You activate this now. After she says, "All right, now activate."
I can't believe
Now come here, crouch out, run this way.
Why don't we put you in the suit?
This part's a little like complex, and I'm probably confusing you a bit. So rewatch this a couple times, and yeah, click this once, and you will skip the dialogue up there. That's why I went out there. You want to click that, skip the dialogue. But yeah, just rewatch this section, and you'll get it probably second try.
Let's activate the power suit.
So come here. It's 1, 5, 7. You should click minus twice, plus twice. Then lock. Click this. You want to be holding back as soon as you sit in that chair, like the first one, because you can start getting out of this before you actually like
What was that?
can see that you're in it. So just hold back.
Why was it still talking?
And we're gonna go skip this dialogue again.
What do you mean?
You know it's not magic. You were caught sleeping inside of the coffee.
God damn you, Cat. 2 Simons? There can't be 2 Simons.
You're gonna need to click this twice. Normally, I clicked it twice earlier, so I only had to click it once. But you'll see the autosave happen when you know you've skipped the dialogue. Okay. So grab the Omni tool.
Don't waste time, Simon.
You're gonna want to
Activate the
run in
power
here
suit already.
and click this, just to make sure I don't mess this clip up. I'm gonna make a quick save. So what you want to do is grab this, get onto the part on the right to help you get up, get on top of the Omni tool, and jump over here. Then get into this corner and just wait for the water to fill up. Pull it towards you, pull it down, and clip. It's super easy. Whoa, what's happening? You have a ton of time to do this, but I was way too slow. Because I was weirdly clipping out, and that's why I saved. But yeah, you have a ton of time to get this. I was a little too hasty with the clip. I should have set the box up. But yeah, let's do this again. So yeah, grab it. If you want, you can spend a little time grabbing it horizontally, like I did. Oh no. Okay. So yeah, pull it towards you. Probably re-grab it again, and bam. I always re-grab it and it works. Just run around and go into this corner. It's really easy to do. I've never missed it in a run. So just jump around here and fall down. Click this.
Are we done here?
Move to descend, passengers 1, pull this down, look left and click. You don't need to move. This is a very long section, so I'm just going to speed through. So I'll take this time to, I guess, talk about things that you need to do before running the run, which I probably should have covered at the start, but I'm going to cover it now. There is a no load remover that you need to basically follow the instructions and use. Everybody uses no load times in order to compare against each other, because some people have like 60-second load times versus our like 10-second load times on solid states. So in order to normalize that, we've removed loads by adding a mod, and we have a live split plugin that reads from that mod. So after a while, you'll have to come up here, click the ladder.
What happened?
Open this up, push the plunger down, just like you do in a normal speed run, or a normal run. And then click this and blah blah blah, keep going through. But yeah, there's an SDA thread that you can look for any updated strats. I don't really expect there to be more updated strats from here on, because we've really broken this game at this point. Unless we find like some new like major route change or like some new speed tech, I don't really expect the game to get much faster at this point, or very much different. So this should last for a good while.
It could still be down here somewhere.
Alright, so we're starting this next map. Click the Omni tool, and you click this. If you click it twice, the Omni tool can glitch out, and you'll just be holding the Omni tool for the rest of this section. It doesn't help you, it doesn't hurt you. Well, it hurts, you lose a little bit of time. But jump around there and fall down. We're going to be getting a prop over here. Grabbing this, bringing it around. You can set up the hover earlier if you want, but I don't like doing that. I set it up over here. Jump on top. Also, make sure it's facing straight. Oops. We're going to be avoiding a lot of like slowdown triggers, so that's why we're gaining so much height here. So do a prop hover. Whoa, I think it like clipped into the like pipe briefly. Let's do that again. Okay, so what I do, I jump once. I scroll in 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and jump up. What I use for a height check, you can see on the right, there is a, like the map unloads briefly and then comes back. You want to watch for that, and then jump like 1 more time. So what I did to get out of this, I scrolled back out 5 times, and I looked a little forward in order to stop the prop from like glitching out. But you just run straight for a while. There's no route to this particularly. You just run straight. We're heading towards like a little white circle. There's a much better strat, but I'm not going to go into this, or a much better tutorial on this when they first announced the strat, but I'm not going to go into super detail. It's really easy because you just run straight, as long as you have enough height. You may have to come up with your own height check though, because the map unloading could be dependent on my settings. Or not unloading, but like flashing. So just try it out and make sure you're high enough. If you see a storm happen, that means you were too low and you need to go higher. And you're not the only one that can't see very much, neither can I. But thankfully, the very white like section that we're meant to drop on is visible. You can see it right below me, kind of like in between all the particle effects. So we want to land on the part that has this corner. It's a very abrupt corner. This is where we want to land. There is a big trigger that we're trying to hit for the preload trigger. You want to make sure you go into that. So, angle a little forward and hit the preload trigger. You see I hit it on the top left. It's pretty huge, so just make sure you you go out a little bit farther past that corner and then aim to the right a little bit. In order to head directly towards the end, I just aim a little bit towards the right and just walk straight. You may need to look a little bit more towards the left after a while. You just kind of get a feel with this section. Once you get over this mountain, you can see lights to the left. I was aiming a little too far right. You want to make sure you don't overshoot this. So just head towards the lights, and once you get there, you can fall down to right at the end. You see all those like different looking lights there? That's how you know where the end is. It's pretty simple. This part you're just gonna have to do a couple times to learn the map. Yeah, so keep this prop like that. Go under here. Sprint forward once it's like above your head. Set this down. I'm gonna make a save. So what we're going to try to do, I'm gonna leave that down there for now. We're gonna bring the prop with us, jump up here, and then jump up here. We're going to clip through here in order to get on a pipe so we can start the next map out of bounds. And we want to be to the right side, like as far right as we can, against this. That way we don't fall. You'll see what I mean once I start the next map. So let's start the transition. Whoa, start freaking out. Grab here. Jump up. Get up here. Oh god. Okay. You have plenty of time to set this up. So wait for it to drain. I set it down, grab it, and do the flip. Jump up. There's a little thing you get caught on, so crouch, and you can jump. And now you're here. And now you start out of bounds. If you really want, there's an old strat right there. It's very slow. You don't want to do it. So, at this point, you could have skipped a lot of autosaves, which aren't very safe for RTA, which is a real-time attack. So one of the autosaves that you can hit if you want to be safe is about right over here. If you go down a little bit and walk forward, it's about here. Saw the autosave get triggered. It should be about where you spawn. Okay, so hit the autosave. Just jump over all of these things. And walk straight off of this. There's a little platform here. I will show you it. See? You want to go over to the right. In order to get up this consistently, always aim towards the right side. I will show you. There's like this little like slant that you can just go up. If you try to go up the left side, you will have a lot of trouble. So just go up the right. And I am too far. There we go. So yeah, aim more towards this and not this. You can walk straight through here. Don't get caught against that. Okay. This part's a little hard to explain, so I'm going to try to go over it. So what you want to do is jump up here. There's a little, I think I was on it, but just to make sure. Yeah, okay. There's a little ledge that I'm on. This is what you want to start doing the circle jump on. Let's disable that. Okay. So I'm going to go in spectate mode to show you where you need to land. Where am I? Camera to player. Okay. So that's us. What we're trying to do, this is the view that I was at. You circle jump straight and land right here. See this little ledge? That's where you're trying to land. It's easier if you're not in physics mode though, because you can use this, the left side of this, as a reference of where you need to land. So once you land here, you should be sitting on that. You can jump straight and slightly to the right and land on this. This is going to take some practice. It's a little difficult. If you fall down, you can land on here, do a circle jump, and come back up here and try again. If you fall on this, you might be able to get back by doing that, but good luck. Okay. So, let's try to show you this. So, you want to make sure you run all the way out. It's farther than you probably think. And land right here, on the left side of it. This is where I am. Make sure you're not like pushed up against that. So, you can jump and hold forward and you'll make it. It's very, very simple once you know what to do, but it took me a while to learn. That's why I went over it pretty slowly. So what you want to do here, jump up once, you'll land on a little platform, look over to the left, spam jump, and head straight. It's very simple getting up. So jump over all of these. You can stop yourself from taking damage by falling like right there and doing that, but it's not worth it. You apparently lose almost no movement speed, if any, so just fall off. Oh god, I jumped in a bad spot. Okay, so don't do that. Make sure you teleport player. Where is that? Player to camera. There we go. Okay. So yeah, there's a hole right there. You don't want to fall in yet. We'll be falling into that soon. But you want to click the bed. You can click it on the left side, or you can click it right here. It's up to you. So, you want to grab. Oh wait, no, sorry. First, you kill her. She's invisible. That's normal. You click the back end of this cartridge box. You run back here and clip. It's very easy. I've never missed it. Jump around here. Come up here and click the arc. I'm just jumping around a lot of things that you can get stuck on. So here you want to crouch and land on this right pipe. Make sure you land there. And then looks left and land here. I like to stand up and look straight until I start falling, like inch forward, and land on here. There's a very tiny, not God mode, tiny platform that you're landing on, and you're going to jump over to that one. It's just inside of these. Alright, so this setup can be a little annoying, but hopefully with some practice you'll get it. You see my white dot in the center, the little reticle? If you can't see it, you should have one on your screen. Aim at this and lean left all the way, and then tap left. There's a dot that's literally right above mine on the metal part. We're going to go past it a little bit. This isn't super precise, or it is super precise, so hopefully you will get it. I think I'm far enough. I'm going to make a quick save just in case. Okay. If you fall here, you have to start like way back at the beginning. So if you want, you can just use the safe strat of clicking this button and getting out. But if you want to be fast, you got to find the trigger for getting or clicking the other side of the door. It's sometimes hard, but I got it. So just keep leaning left and fiddle around until you find it. Open this up, crouch out. Place the arc, click attach, wait for it to say attached, and then click this. Now you're just waiting for these to open up, and so you can click them. Very simple. Okay. So, here, you want to click this once, and then click this and run. But you don't need to move that piece of scrap metal out of the way, as long as you enable collision. So, you run down to this section, like right at the end, before you need to like duck under this. Jump on top, do a prop hover, and walk, or angle it up and then walk forward. You'll gain a good bit of height pretty quick. Look straight down and walk backwards. You'll know you have enough height when, well, you'll have to get a feel for when you have enough height, but I think I do right now. Once you've like walked back and forth enough to gain enough height and be high enough, sometimes it can be a little hard. You just press crouch and hold left. I was bad with that. Okay, there we go. Pull it over, do not unclick, so you don't have to set the prop hover up. If you want, you can do it over there again, but you shouldn't need to. And sprint out. Angle a little up, and you'll gain height. And you just walk forward. I'm going to speed this section up because it's pretty boring. If you have too much height, you can angle the prop down and you'll lose height. You mostly just want to walk straight though. Okay, so once you're at this point, you should have angled it down so that you lost enough height so you don't have to like worry about falling with this. But place it down around there. It doesn't particularly matter, but you want to grab this and push the door open. It saves a little bit of time. So click this, grab it, and force the door open a little. Save a couple seconds. Alright. Click this. Mess around while you wait for it to drain. Blah. So we're coming up to the last strat of the game. We're going to be using a book to skip all of Phi.
This has to be Phi, right? Hope the arc made it.
You run straight, grab the book. Place it down. Go look or be on it diagonally, and get the prop hover on a diagonal. When you're doing this, make sure you have the prop hover well enough. You'll just have to learn that, so it's not like freaking out, and you can actually like hover on it. You want to line up the book with about the middle of the tentacles. Do not be sprinting at this time either. It'll help it be way more consistent. Go into the center and you should kind of be standing on top of something. Crouch and you'll get up here. Scroll towards you so you can keep the book with you and just spam jump. You'll get up eventually. If you want, you can get on top of the like big bulbous black thing on the right. And that might be a little easier for you. But put the book in the corner and scroll in and out. It'll come out eventually. It's kind of RNG. Come on. It's been trolling me a lot recently. I don't know why. And of course it's gonna do it again. Come on. Okay, there we go. So what you want to do is jump and scroll out, and you should have enough height. You jump, scroll out, and you should have enough height for hovering on it. But it clips back in bounds, so that would be rip run. There is a backup strat, but I'm not going to teach you that. Teleport camera to player. So let's do this again. Yeah, this part's a little annoying for it to be at the end of the run. It's not that inconsistent though. Come on. Come on. Okay. Boom. Let's do this again. Alright. There we go. Okay, just so we don't have to do it again, I'm going to show you the backup strat. You can set up the prop hover here, or just put it down, and here, I'm going to do it. So you can set up the prop hover here. You don't want to put it down over there because it'll clip back and bounce. So let's do it again, and bam. Just do a prop hover straight this way. Go in between these. I like to fall down in between this crack because there's no chance for a really weird boost to like land on that and get knocked to the sides. But it's a little faster if you want to land like here. So place that there. I'm going to speed through the rest of this because there's no new strat here. Everything is as if you were doing a casual run. Boom. Boom. Don't forget to press the button. I'm still going to show you arc just in case you for some reason don't know the route. It's just a straight line. Chipmunks. Well, while the end of this is going, thank you guys for watching the tutorial. I hope you have learned a lot from it and know how to run this game. I showed you basically, oh, and I guess I should show you this too. You press escape after like 10 seconds and you can skip the credits. So just spam escape until you like notice the credits freeze. And during that loading you hold forward because you can be out of this chair and like way up here before you can even like see yourself. So make sure you hold forward. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the tutorial. I hope you've learned a lot. If you follow all of the strats that I have shown you, at the time, if you mess nothing up, or even if you mess up a little bit, you could actually get world record. There was the 30-second time saver in Shuttle Station was actually found yesterday, I believe it was. Or no, the day before. So the world record does not include that yet, and it had like 40 seconds of mistakes, I believe. It is a 102.02 without loads. And I think it can probably be a 101, a low 101 by now. Maybe even a high 1 hour. But yeah, there, as you saw, there was nothing there, just running forward. You should always watch the end of this. Always. Especially if it's going to be a PB, because the full game from clicking new game to the end of this cutscene should always be included in PB or world record videos. But yeah, that concludes the Any% tutorial. I will see you soon, and I hope to see you in my stream.